In this video I will show you what passive income is and I will explain step by step how to generate it. What is passive income? Passive income is an economic benefit obtained without the need to do any kind of work or activity in particular. Unlike active income, which are economic benefits obtained by doing some work, passive income is usually obtained when you put your money to work. Let's look at some examples of passive income. One example is the owner of a house when he rents it to a tenant, for which he will receive a monthly rent. Another example is buying a stock and receiving a dividend. It must be clear that, in order to have a high level of passive income, it is necessary to have a large amount of capital or liquidity. But it is not necessary to have a lot of capital to start earning money right away. Now, let's start listing the best ways to obtain passive income. Dividends, basically, it is buying shares of companies that share their profits with their shareholders. As you already know, you have another video in the channel where we tell you which are the companies that give the best dividends. A very good technique to get passive income with dividends is the following: if you work for $1,000 a month, set aside 20%, that is, in this case 200, which you will use to buy shares. If you do this over the long term, you will build yourself a passive income. And furthermore, if the company's shares appreciate over time, you will be able to sell them at a profit. I would like to comment that normally, at the time of the dividend payout, the share price usually drops a bit, as the company is sharing its profits with investors. Although if it is a good company in the long term, it could appreciate in value. Real Estate Investment Trust. A real estate investment trust, also known as a REIT, are companies that typically generate income by producing and holding real estate assets. When you invest in these types of companies, you become the owner of their real estate assets. Clearly, depending on your investment, you will have a greater or lesser percentage of these assets. The profitability that each REIT gives you may vary depending on the company. It is important to know that there are different types of real estate investment funds. There are some that invest in private homes, and we have to take into account the risk of default, as it is a problem for this type of REIT. That said, let's go to the next passive income. Interest-bearing savings account. Supposedly, this is the easiest, safest and simplest way to get passive income, since a bank supposedly has your money safe. We know what happens with banks, though. Some banks have the option of opening a savings account, which gives you an annual interest. Digital content creation. This type of income could be called a hybrid, as it involves doing the work and then receiving passive income. If you have a passion for a subject, why not turn it into a source of income? Digital content creation, such as music or online courses, can generate recurring earnings once the initial work is done. For example, the musician who makes a song or an album will need some time to create and release it, but once it is finished, he can put it for sale on digital platforms, and surely the music will be selling and playing on the platforms for a long time. If you want more videos like this, leave me a like, subscribe to the channel and tell me what you thought of the video in the comments. Thank you very much. Bobeconomist says goodbye here.